What's going on, everybody? Welcome to your daily astrology forecast for Friday, August 13th, 2021. It's Friday the 13th. That just clicked. Astrologer Brian Scarborough here, keeping the collective fixed on astrology. Truly appreciate you. Very interesting. Friday the 13th kind of always gets that like spooky, superstitious vibe. And we have a moon square Pluto and then ingressing into Scorpio. Maybe today will be spookier than I originally thought. Who knows? Anyways, hope you're all doing very well. Like I said, Moon is going to be in Libra finishing up. It's going to square Pluto. That's a deep, a deep dive emotionally into the things that we want that are going to show us the reflection in our personal life that we want to see, whether it's dealing with relationships or just the physical aspect or your own emotions. There's like deeper feelings that need to be understood. There's a lot of air in the chart, and there's a lot of like heady energy in the chart. We got Venus in Virgo, Mars, Mercury in Virgo. I mean, Virgo for an earth sign is very heady and sharp and analytical, and Saturn is, of course, sharp. And we're seeing Mars quincunxing that Saturn. I mean, there are big, smart decisions that we just have to make in our life right now for like, it's almost like the duty that we came here for. I feel like we're all going through spiritually a huge grow up. We have been, and now we're like in this like fate train, energy. And I think we have to realize what emotions or people or aspects of our life are just not transforming with us. And that doesn't mean that we judge them. That doesn't mean that we, are just assholes to people. But we have to like make, I think, important moves when it comes to what sort of like what sort of energy that we're keeping around as we're going into the next now moment. But it is kind of looking towards the future, and we're looking towards the future a big in a big way today, because that moon's also going to trine over to Jupiter in Aquarius. So seeing big ideals and trying to understand this big picture can be a great asset, while at the same time, like, you want to be emotionally invested into that future. And if you're not, it's like, okay, well, maybe it'll be actually easier to disconnect from it because of this good, like, heady understanding. And with Venus today, really quincunxing that Jupiter too. I mean, the two benefics and a quincunx, that's weird energy. And Venus is in fall and Jupiter's in retrograde with a south node in Sag with Juno. Like, those things that we really want to see in life that make us feel good, or what we can like attract in, are so important. But we have to be like grounded. I don't think we want to be too just spaced out. We have to like do these things. And that's been a really big part of the horoscopes over this week. It's just like these fate train moments for this change in our physical world. And I think we can see all these big visions. We can, be in that space to connect with them. But that comes with a choice. Like, Libra does bring a choice. And Libras, can always be like, deciding on a choice or trying to find out which one. But, with the square to Pluto, it's like, what you really want to dedicate to and what you don't. And same with Mars and quincunx to Saturn today. Like, just do the things that are going to be great in your life. And, we're seeing a lot of Lilith action. Lilith in the North Node, Mars square Lilith, Saturn trine Lilith. I mean, we just cannot be scared to speak up for the things we want, to not be scared or doubt our mind right now, or doubt that we have a good understanding of the environment and the things right in front of us in this here and the now that we do want to move in a direction of or dedicate to. Like, I would say even today with Mars square Lilith, I mean, and in quincunx to Saturn, like, that's got like fights and like verbal arguments written all over it to me, with Lilith in Gemini. And it could be because of like fears of information, fears of new facts showing up. And Friday the 13th, I mean, who knows? There could be a bunch of new weird things showing up in life. We just never know anymore. Kind of just have to be open for whatever shows up at this point. And with the sun at 21, the moon will start off the day early in the morning, very early in the morning, with a sextile to that sun. So, I mean, talk about like Libra and the sun, or Libra and Leo in sextile here with the moon and the sun. It's like, if you want Oh, this is a good way to put it. This just came through. Like, if you want love, you have to give love. So there's certain things in life right now that your heart really wants to give that love to, and you got to be making sure that you're getting that love back, and that also it's a good reflection because you're seeing where you're getting love and where you're not getting love, and that could be where the transformation and finding the balance that you really want to dedicate to, whether it's people or physical things in our life. So, and then that sun's a degree away from making the quincunx to Neptune, and by Sunday approaching Yod with Pluto. I mean, it's just fate train times right now, and we don't want to be paralyzed. We don't want to be like, not identifying with the magic. We want to identify with the magic that we can have, but we have to do something about these big visions, these big ideals, these awesome things that we can understand, and not be scared of those things, not be scared of the truth that you know within yourself is going to bring you the best. So I think today's either going to show people where they can find a ton of power and authority to make big calls for big things that they want to shift in life, or where people are scared to make that jump. And that moon's going to come into Scorpio, and it just stays it's just a deep emotional day. It's like the moon's in fall position there, so we have to realize that some things are just changing. And are we going to obsess about these things, or are we going to trust our intuition and like really let that guide us so that we can intuitively navigate in our personal life what's going to be that greatness, what's going to be the best thing, or what we really want to connect to, and who we really want to connect with also with Scorpio, as we move through this day, this Friday. And it's Venus Day, so we're looking for beauty, a lot of Libra. Venus is making a weird aspect to Jupiter. I mean, we're just going to see a lot of things show up in our life today. And I think we have a lot of like good energy to be smart and make good quick decisions. But we have to, you know, trust that information, trust our mind, trust our heart, and not be scared of a change, but embrace a change and a transformation. And I think that's where we see some real magic show up. I mean, heavy energetic day. Everything's a plus score. So the energy is just beaming. I mean, it's coming down hot today, straight up. So hope you guys have a beautiful day. I feel like there's big choices that need to be made, and with this moon in Libra, we could have been seeing a lot of the options, and I would say by today and heading into the weekend, like it's pretty clear what you want to be fully invested in and what you no longer do. So hopefully you let that heart guide you into that direction. And I mean, those big visions and those dreams, they're right there for you right now, but it's just not being afraid to jump into that unknown, that transformation of what that rebirth could be. Four of Pentacles upright. Well, maybe we should like really hang on to the things that give us the best value in life. I'm not saying like we need to just wrecking ball our entire life. Some things hold great value to us. That's great. But there's certain things that we may hold on to too tightly that are going to get a good look at today. They're going to get a good question, and the universe is going to show up in a different way, in some way, to show you where the real value lies and where you've been, you know, investing into something or someone that is just not going to, it's not worth it. You're putting too much energy in and holding on to something that probably isn't going into this next stage with you. So I think we get, put in a position to look at what's really of value and certain things that we want to hold on to. And I think the universe honestly gives us really solid signs of like what is of value and what isn't of value. And we get to, make a powerful decision. And I think that the less afraid we can be of that power and of that decision, the more benefit and gifts we see that are going to show up to connect us to, the amazing, things that we can build into our future here and the connections that come along with that. I love you all very much. I hope you have a beautiful Friday. Sending you all my best, and I will see you for the weekend report tomorrow. Peace.